Once the most advanced military airplane in the world, the Lockheed SR-71, nicknamed the Blackbird, holds the place of honor at the Smithsonian Institution's Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center just outside Washington, D.C. Others can be found at smaller air museums around the country, such as the Blackbird Air Park in Palmdale, California. Volunteer guide Bill Flanagan used to fly in the backseat of an SR-71 as a reconnaissance systems officer.
You can see there's a small window which is covered by canvas right now. That was my office. I didn't have a stick to fly the airplane with because I had no forward visibility, but I controlled the radar, the navigation system, the electronic countermeasures, as well as acted as the co-pilot for the pilot right in front of me.
The SR-71 Blackbird was developed after one of its predecessors, Lockheed's U-2, was shot down over the Soviet Union in 1960 during a spy mission for CIA. Realizing the U-2's vulnerabilities, CIA asked for a much faster and higher-flying airplane that would also be almost invisible to radar. In only 2 years, using mechanical analog calculating tools called slide rules, Lockheed engineers built the A-12, a one-seater spy plane.
But the Air Force wanted a reconnaissance airplane that basically could carry more sensors. The A-12 and the U-2 only carried like a single camera and maybe a recorder.
And so the two-seater SR-71 was born. With a top speed of over 3,500 kilometers per hour and a service ceiling of almost 26 kilometers, it was practically invulnerable to ground fire. One of them flew from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. in only 64 minutes.
Actually, I had a number of guys who were in the Warsaw Pact Air Defense Network and said, we actually saw the Blackbird very briefly on our radar, and we could not believe how fast it moved across our radar screen and disappeared.
After much wrangling in Congress and the Pentagon about various advanced technology projects, the SR-71s were permanently retired in 1998. Their job was taken over by reconnaissance drones and satellites. But to this day, the Blackbird remains the fastest and highest-flying manned aircraft in the world. George Putic, VOA News.